Hey seniors, this is Kaylee Coleman. I graduated in 22, and my big piece of advice for all of you is to just take every opportunity that's given to you and take advantage of it. I think that's something that's gotten me further in my career. And also, post-grad life is not scary. It's so much fun. So just embrace every second of it. Good luck, guys.
Hi, seniors. I'm Amani Grace King. I graduated 2019, and I work in Los Angeles for a nonprofit, and then I make films and write scripts in South Carolina on the East Coast. I would just say my advice is to just be curious and be open to all the amazing things that are unfolding in front of you. Ask good questions, really listen to people when they speak, remember their names, and you'll be so surprised to see how many wonderful connections and friendships and opportunities that will open for you. But don't take it too seriously, be curious, be kind, keep it going, and congratulations.
Hi seniors, I'm Emma Kerr, class of 2022. I graduated with a dual degree in communication studies on the media track and music. I'm currently working at Amico, which is a construction site services company, as a marketing specialist where I do graphic design, event planning, and sales enablement. It's been an incredible journey since graduating Furman, learning the ins and outs of life, but also finding an industry that is constantly moving and growing. And I can tell you from experience that once you graduate, for some, it will be overwhelming, confusing, and unknown. And some of you have already planned your path, which is awesome. Don't question it until you need to, but just know it's okay to not know what your next step is. There are so many avenues you can take with a communication studies degree from Furman. You could be a journalist, a writer, a news anchor, an analyst, or a designer and marketer like me. Who knows, you could even do 6 of those things in the next year because that's just what we do. But one thing I will never forget to utilize that Furman taught me is connections and communication, of course. Furman exposes you to so many career avenues, but it also opens doors for meeting people through people. I guarantee if you turn to your friend next to you or your professor, someone will have someone you can talk to for advice or simply a job, which is how my friend Michael Davis, class of 2023, came to work alongside me at Amico.
Yeah, I'm Michael Davis, and I am a proud Furman alum of the class of 2023. I utilized my communication studies degree in so many different ways that I'm beyond thankful for, whether it's, using it in interpersonal skills and helping develop my own craft, to finding a connection to get me this job with someone that I knew at Furman. And with that said, definitely utilize your connections. Your greatest asset is who you are as a person and who you have developed in your network in your time at Furman. So make sure you do that. Furman is a special place, and the people that were there know what it takes to graduate. It is really hard to graduate from Furman, and there's a lot of things that you have to juggle. So going into the real world, you're gonna have to juggle a lot of things at times, and I feel like Furman did a really good job at preparing me to do that, to where other people have a really hard time navigating a bunch of different things between life, work, family, friends. I feel like it's familiar. I feel like I had to do that at Furman, whether it was being involved in the band or being involved with my major, my friends, staying in touch with family. All of those things were really important, and Furman did a really good job of teaching me that. So make sure you stay in touch with your professors, your friends. Make sure you know who you are and what you want to do with your career, because you definitely can achieve it if you are able to get this far at Furman. So with that said, congratulations, take it all in. It feels like yesterday that I was in your shoes, and I just want you to know that you have a great network to step into. So make sure you contact everyone you can and do everything you dreamed of, because it's right there in front of you. Congratulations, and we wish you the best of luck.
Bye, seniors.
Hi, my name is Camber Parker Bowden. I'm a graduate of the class of 2017. I was a communication studies and political science double major. Had an incredible experience at Furman. Congratulations on your senior night, on this very exciting next kind of closing of one chapter, opening of the next. Post-college years are a really great time to explore, and my advice would be just say yes to things. I know that might be a little bit counter to what people have kind of come to tell us, which is, you have to say no to things. And Trust me, that is very important. I'm at a point in my life where saying no to things can be really helpful, but because I said yes to all of those things at the beginning of my career, really has led me to some amazing opportunities. So I would encourage you to think about what you're saying yes to, and don't be afraid to say yes to things, even if you're not sure what's going to happen. It can lead you to some amazing opportunities. So congratulations. Reach out to me if you have any other questions or are looking for more advice. I'm happy to reach out to Furman students always. And I live in Greenville, South Carolina, so would love to chat with you, and really just congratulations.
Hey guys, I'm Maddie Grogan. I graduated in the Furman Communications Department in the class of 2023, and the Communications Department and everyone involved, my peers, my professors, and everything have really stuck with me, especially the past, I would say 6 months or so. I actually have started my own little marketing company where I do marketing for different companies in Florida, in North and South Carolina, and I have Mary Sturgill to thank for that. I actually met with her about 6 months ago, and she kind of got my creative juices flowing like we all know she does. And I also used my knowledge from my advanced digital storytelling class where we made our websites, and I still use that website today. I use it to show like what I can do for people and everything like that. So it's just really cool, the family and the community that I gained from the communications department, and how I'm still friends with a lot of those people today, and they all are rooting for me, and all of the knowledge that I learned through the department I still use to this day. So you never know what you're going to be able to do in a few years.
I think my biggest piece of advice would be what I wish someone would have told me when I was in your shoes, that whatever you're feeling leading up to graduation, it's valid. I was the person that had the job lined up by spring break of my senior year and was starting the day after graduation, and I was ready. I wanted to graduate, but it's still scary. And I think that even if you don't have a job lined up, like some people do, some people don't, you have the rest of your life to work, and there's no rush in jumping in. If you don't have a job, it's okay. Like there's a summer, you can take a break, or if you're like me and you have a job, it's exciting, it's fun, but it's still scary. And so I think what I wish someone would have told me is that I'm not the only person feeling that way, even if no one talks about it. Everyone is scared, but it will be okay. I promise. This is coming from someone who didn't know a soul in Greenville, staying in Greenville, and it worked out.
Hey there, Furman grads. This is Melody Len, class of '07, Comm Studies and Women's and Gender Studies. Congratulations, you have made it to the end. I am so excited for you, and I hope that you will take everything that you've learned and go out there into the world, make a difference, do good, and be kind to one another. Congratulations, you did it!
Hey everybody, this is Mike Bothwell, class of 2023 graduate of Furman. First, I just want to congratulate all of you all for getting to that finish line. All you seniors, this 4 years has not been easy. We all know how rigorous it could be at Furman, but I just want to congratulate you all. I'm now in Germany playing professional basketball. This is my second year playing professional basketball. I'm in Germany now. And I just want to encourage you all, as you guys leave Furman, don't just forget about all the people that you met along the way, all the professors, all the classmates. Like, everyone that leaves Furman does big things, so keep in touch, keep those connections, because once you get out of college, those connections are pretty much maybe the most important thing. So even the people that you didn't talk to that much, they might not be your best friends, keep in touch. And that's one thing that's really helped me from leaving Furman. Like, I'm not technically in the workforce yet, but I'm still playing basketball. But even then, like, the connections I've made in basketball have helped me get another opportunity playing, and it's going to keep going for me. And then as I graduate, or as I stop playing basketball, I know I'll have another avenue to get into jobs from just all the connections and the people I've met down there in Greenville. So again, congratulations, and go Dens.
Hi guys, I'm Marissa Shapus. I graduated last year in 2024 in May, and I just wanted to say congratulations. This is such an exciting time. I remember being in your seats last year, and I was super nervous and excited, and it's just so much fun, like graduating and moving on into your professional lives or into grad school, wherever you're going. The next step is always an exciting time. to be. So I graduated last year, and my biggest piece of advice would just be not to panic if you don't land something before you graduate, or even within the first few months after you graduate. I started applying for jobs in probably February before I graduated in May, and I didn't receive any offers. I went through multiple interviews and I didn't get any jobs, but now I couldn't be more grateful that that happened the way that it did, because now I get to own my own LLC. I work for myself and I just get hired out as a freelancer. I work in the production field, so I'm hired out as production assistant or photo assistant on commercials or different photo shoots. And it's super fun, and I love being able to maintain my own schedule and do things my own way, and it definitely has its own challenges and it's not for everybody. But just don't panic if you don't get hired straight away, because you might find out you like a different type of job better, or you might meet that connection at a random time, and you just never know exactly what'll unfold. So it's not easy getting into the professional field right away. It's not easy to get a job. I know sometimes it seems like some people get jobs super quick and other people it takes forever, and there's no right way. And just enjoy being in that phase where you don't know, and you get to decide and you get to choose what you're gonna do for your life and where you're gonna be, and just enjoy that. So I'm super excited for you guys, and good luck with everything.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Curcio. I'm a 2022 Furman grad, and I'm about to be a 2025 Vanderbilt Law School grad. So in a lot of ways, I'm kind of in the same situation as you guys are. But having gone through this once before, I can confidently say that no matter what you decide to do after graduation, you're gonna be using your comm studies degree in some type of meaningful way. In my case, that was more than just public speaking, because trying to get through authors like Nietzsche and rhetoric prepared me really well to read some tough and complex Supreme Court cases. All the hours I spent in Adobe making news stories and movies has grafted fantastically onto legal writing, and all the opportunities I got for research in the department have prepared me well to draft some cool legal scholarship and gave me the teamwork skills necessary to thrive in the law firm environment. So, hearing all this, just know that whatever you decide to do, you have the fundamentals to go out there and crush it. So congrats, everybody. You're gonna do great.
Hi guys, my name is Hannah Cook, and I'm from the graduating class of 2022, and I'm currently living in Atlanta working as a marketing specialist for a packaging company. And if I could give you guys any lasting advice as your last couple weeks and senior year, which is crazy, for me it feels like it was yesterday and I can still barely believe I graduated, but I would just say that once you graduate, never stop fighting for what you want to do. Always work for your dream job, and if you fight hard, it'll make it happen. You just have to believe in yourself, and that can go a really long way. Good luck, guys, and congratulations.